graders, it's me, Mrs. Lamora, and I'm back again with another ELA lesson for you today. Now, you've been reading on your own this awesome text, Nervous and Digestive Systems. And so for you guys, since you've already had a read of it, when we go through the text today, some of the work that we'll be doing, you'll be like, I read this, Miss Lamora, and I know you did, it's okay. But as we go through it, we're gonna focus on two standards that you're very familiar with, because we always come back to them. RI 1.2, identify the main topic of a multi-paragraph text as well as the focus of specific paragraphs within the text. And RI 3.8, describe how the author uses reasons to support specific points in a text. And these two standards really work very well together, especially in regards to being informational. Because when we talk about RI 1.2, when we're identifying the main topic of a multi-paragraph text, as well as overall the topic of specific paragraphs in the text, we're asking us to identify why the author has written these different paragraphs and why overall the text has been written to teach us something. We're identifying what those specific pieces of information are, why they're important, what details support that point. That ties in beautifully with 3.8 because we have to identify the specific points and the reasons that the author uses to support those specific points. And that takes us back to one of my favorite anchor charts. Yes, but how do you know? So our little buddy here has his palm, and we know that this palm is where his main topic is. So as you're reading this informational text from your Science Inspire about nervous and digestive systems, our main topic is what? Exactly, the nervous and digestive systems. And all of the details, like fingers coming out of that main topic palm, are going to support that main topic. You're not going to include details here about the color of the sky. You're not going to include details here about why your favorite food is pasta. Only relevant information to your main topic. So only points that are going to support the nervous and digestive system. So as we're reading, these two standards, 3.8, 1.2, they really work together to help you understand the topic as a whole. And since we're reading this informational text, we know it's been written to tell us something important, teach us something important. And because it is about the nervous and digestive systems, I want you to use your noggin and tell me, what information does the author want us to know by the end of reading this text? Exactly. They want us to know about the nervous and digestive systems, all the important details that we should know about our bodies, why they're there, how we use them, why they're important. Great job. We're going to dive right in, get into the good stuff, and before we do any reading, you know we like to kind of take a look and see some of these important text features that we see a lot of times in informational text, including bold headings. And those headings really help us to identify 1.2, identifying those specific points within a major text, those paragraphs that have certain information that's really relevant. So we know when we see digestive system as the heading that everything in this next section is going to be about the digestive system. We're not going to learn right now about the nervous system because that's not the heading. That heading gives us a big clue into what we can expect to find as we read. You digest food every time you eat or drink. The digestive systems work with other systems in your body to break down the nutrients in your food. It also helps to get rid of wastes. And then we've got this photograph of children eating some lunch, and the caption says, as soon as you take a bite, digestion begins. That's kind of crazy. On the next section, we don't have a new heading yet. We're still under that digestive system heading, so that tells me that everything we learn on this page is going to remain about the digestive system, not learning about the nervous system just yet. When you eat, your body uses food for energy. Food enters your body through your mouth. Right away, your body begins to digest it. And you're probably thinking, how is your body digesting when food is in your mouth? If we read on, it might tell us. But think about what happens when you're eating. As you're eating, it's in your mouth. What happens to your mouth? Does it start to water? So maybe that has something to do with digestion. If we read on, we can find out. Right away, your body begins to digest it. To digest means to break apart food into tiny pieces that your body can use. As you chew, your teeth cut the food into smaller pieces. Then you swallow. The food goes down a thin tube called the esophagus. It pushes the food down into your stomach. Your stomach muscles squeeze and mix the food. The food continues to move and your body gets all the nutrients it can use to give you energy. And then there is a little diagram. It is labeled the digestive system, and it illustrates all of what was described here in that process. So we heard that the food comes in your mouth, you're chewing, and then it gets pushed down your esophagus, and it mixed up all by the stomach muscles, and that's where it pulls out the nutrients it wants and gets rid of the waste that we don't want. So we see here, mouth is labeled, esophagus is labeled, the liver, the stomach, and the large intestine. All of these pieces and parts come together to make up the digestive system that we're going to use. Now we see a new heading. This heading says nervous system. So based on what we know about text features as well as this text, what is going to be talked about during the nervous system parts of the text? Excellent. I heard somebody say it. We're going to learn now about the nervous system. We've finished learning all of the details for that main topic of digestive system. Now the author is including nervous system here in our poem as our main topic, and all the details that are included are going to be relevant to that. Okay? Before we even begin reading, again, we always look at those text features, and I see bold words, I see highlighted words, I even see a diagram. So all of this helps me to know that, okay, the author's got some important information that they really want me to focus on, and we're going to need to look at that diagram to see how that illustrates the author's point. Your brain sends out and receives messages all through your body. The messages travel along tiny body parts called nerves. Nerves carry the messages up to the brain. Your brain sends messages back down the nerves. And there's the diagram that illustrates your brain at the top of your nervous system, your spinal cord, which was like the highway for all of this information, and the nerves. They're in your legs, they're in your arms, they're all over your body. Nerves are everywhere. And we know that the nerves are part of that nervous system, just like the spinal cord and the brain. Your brain also gets messages from your 5 senses. Okay, stop. Before we go on, tell me those 5 senses, because I know you know them. Perfect. So we've got sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Some of these messages tell your body parts to move. A message might tell you that what you smell is soup, or a message might tell you that the soup is hot, so be careful. Now we've got a picture of the brain, and it's labeled here with lots of information. So we're going to zoom in a little bit. This part of the brain, it says that it controls thinking and stores all your memories. And down here, this little kind of like a tube coming out of the brain controls things such as your breathing and your digesting of food. And then this red part of the brain controls balance and how your muscles work together. The brain is a very important organ, we know that. The last page in this section of text has another heading. This heading says protect your brain. So because we've got a new heading, again, that would go in the middle of our main topic, high five. This is now our main topic, and our details here are going to be about what? Protecting your brain. So let's learn how we can do that. The bones in your skull help to protect your brain, but it could still be harmed. You might hit your head on something hard, so take care of your brain. Wear a helmet when you ride a bike or play sports where you could fall or be hit. Eat healthy foods, and exercise your brain by learning new things, like about your brain. Awesome. And then the author included this picture, this photograph, of a family riding a bike. And while they're riding their bikes, they've got their helmets on. So that is just a detail that helps support the idea that in order to protect our brains, we should be wearing helmets as we ride to make sure that nothing bad happens to our noggins. Great job. Let's go back to page 76 because I have one question for you. As we read this text, there was a sentence that said, the digestive system works with other systems in your body to break down the nutrients in your food. How does the author support that the digestive system breaks down nutrients in your food? I'm going to read to you some answer choices, and I want you to be thinking again about if our main topic is the digestive system working to break down nutrients in your food, which detail from the text supports that main topic, okay? By explaining that you swallow after food is in your mouth, does that support that your body breaks down nutrients if we know that we just swallow? Okay. B, by explaining that when the stomach muscles squeeze and mix your food, your body gets the nutrients that it needs. Does that detail help support the idea that your digestive system breaks down nutrients in your food? Or C, by explaining that your body works hard to get rid of any waste that you don't need or that might be harmful to your body. Does that detail about getting rid of waste support the main topic that your body and your digestive system breaks down nutrients in your food? The best answer choice here, and I heard someone say it, is B, that explaining how your stomach muscles squeeze and mix the food, that allows your body to pull out all the nutrients it needs. That is the best detail that supports the main topic of digestive system breaking down nutrients in your food. This was such a cool text to read. I love learning all about our body parts and how our systems work together to keep us healthy and strong. And I hope that you are staying healthy and strong and eating right, because I know that that's something important, not just for your body and your brain, but for everybody. I had so much fun reading with you today, and next time we meet, we're going to start a really cool text. It's a piece of literature, so I can't wait to see you, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.